And welcome everyone. And game 4 of day 6. Is that right? Yeah, it's an interesting conundrum you just set yourself, Jeff, and everybody's asking you who's going to progress from here. I think if you look at the 2 performances so far, Syria will get the nod in terms of the way they've played. They've got the heavy following behind that bench there, and you'll see that in a minute as the game goes on. Loud and rowdy. Top deck there, Jeff. Everybody's wearing the same shirt. That's nice to see as well. So everybody got the memo?
So Mick, bet. Who is your money on for this one?
Yeah, my money is gets wasted a lot on who I think might win and lose, but I think out the 2, Syria have performed the best, the most consistently in the 2 games they've played thus far, so I'm going to put them on my list as winning this game.
And I, Jeff Taylor, think it's anybody's ball game. You know, India have gotten better.
You're not sitting on the fence about it, then?
No. I think it's just, I think Syria definitely probably have more basketball players with a lot more experience in their team. So I would probably go with them. But you know what? You got to play it. You got to play the game. And we'll see how it goes. You know, India almost, when they made things very uncomfortable for Jordan, as did Syria. Neither team really made things uncomfortable for Iran. So,
Jeff, I'm just looking down to the Indian lineup. Vishesh Brughavanshi is the most experienced guard, has not taken his tracksuit top off. That doesn't look good to me in terms of the injury he had in game 2 and didn't play.
No, we're not gonna see him, I don't think.
No. Which is not good news.
No, it's not. I'll tell you what. Why don't we stop for a minute, have a pause in the commentary, and listen to the national anthems? Is that okay with you, Mick?
Good.
Okie dokie.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Syria.
The tension is palpable. You can see it.
Wow.
Hey, how about these guys?
3 referees tonight, Jeff. I'll take over from here. Thanks. Chen, Huang, and Yuan from Taipei, Korea, and Hong Kong. I've seen our referee from Hong Kong, I don't think before. I'm sure they'll have a decent game. You talk about tension, Jeff, and these Indian team. We don't think 9 Vishesh Brighavanshi, 25-year-old guard from the Indian team, will play. But watch out for the two Singhs. That's Amyot Singh and Amritpal Singh. Decent games out of both of those in game 2. There you see the middle two. Anadurai gets another start left. Hafiz and Singh. Talwinder Jit Singh, or TJ as he's known to coach Phil Weber, will get a start. For Syria, well, Ivan Todorovic, the Montenegrin import player, or naturalized player at 14, will offer much resistance at 2 meters 14. But also watch out for Al Hamwi, who probably has another 2 inches on Todorovic on the right screen. Omar Sheikh Ali has put double figures into both games so far. Alosh gets his second start. Al Haddad and Maddenley have started all 3 games thus far.
So Al Jabi comes off the bench, and look at Phil Weber. Last minute instructions. Nenad Kurdzic, the coach of Syria.
Very experienced. I think, Jeff, when you see teams with experienced coaches like Kurdzic that have been around the block a few times with that Serbian mentality, you know they're in good hands, for sure. I think under Phil Weber, who's just starting his program off, knows the full challenge he's got on. Interesting to say, Jeff, that Weber did say he wouldn't be around for the World Cup qualifiers, didn't he? Because he'd be in session in the NBA. It'd be a problem for India going forward, having that inconsistency at the coaching position. Teams to the benches. There's that group of fans with the red and white diagonal shirts on. Oh wow, all 3 of them digging into the popcorn. I hope it's tasty. Send some up here for us, I think. You got Gill, you got Singill. There's Kurdzic. Here's Al Jabi had talked about. Jeff, the number 9, has a superb game in game 1. 25.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 12 points in game 2. So they will need a bit of Al Jabi tonight if they're going to pull off this victory.
Now, if you're not open, what you do is you can just set a screen on the ball. Don't use your dribble yet, okay? And then we got this, and you're coming off, and we just play. Come on, guys, go, stay. All right, hey, let's go.
Phil Weber there, Jeff, just outlining, I think, the first play he wants to come out of. Strict instructions for TJ Singh.
Number 12, Omar Sheikh
Trying to dribble and not to dribble. Talvinder Singh.
He's not afraid to pull one of his guards out of the lineup immediately.
And TJ Singh plays, forget the dribbling coach, when do I shoot? Anytime you want to, buddy. There's Coach Weber. Looking for a much improved from day one. That came game 2. Now, can they go further and get a win?
Good evening, everyone, from Beirut, Lebanon. It's the FIBA Asia Cup. It's day 6, and it's the last game of the group phase. And it's being played between India and Syria. India in the blue, and they need to get a win. Both of these teams. A loss means their tournament is over. Now, India do have some size that can cause some problems.
Jeff, I just think that...
And immediately, Todorovic...
I was just about to say, the subtlety of the inside bigs for Syria might just be too much.
Singh, and drills the three-pointer.
Well, he had a big game, didn't he, in game 2, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 34 minutes he put in. So he's not going to come out much today, the number 22 for India.
Look at where Phil Weber is in the corner over there. He looks like a fan, doesn't he?
Yes.
What's he doing?
Well, he's in the ear.
Come on back and join us, Phil. It's okay. Come on.
He'll walk all the way up now.
Oh, another three-pointer. Anadurai goes up. up and under a layup. And Todorovic gets another one.
Jeff, that's what I'm talking about. The composure of Todorovic. Just took his time. Well, somebody's got to pick up Amjad Singh here.
Well, he was open. Hafiz gets the rebound. Yeah, he's going to put him up if he's open. And a Durai, good. He's, I would rate him as one of my top 2 Indian players here. He's really been impressive to me.
Yeah, since he got the start in game 2, I think you're right. He's turned on the burners in terms of performance. It's very much the deal.
Good D from Amjad Singh. And the travel gets it back over to India. And, well, you know, India looked comfortable. You never get that first game out of your mind the way Iran were all over them, like white on rice defensively.
Definitely, I think at some point India have to find an inside game, and I'm not sure it's going to come.
Which, looking at the size on the court, you wouldn't think that would be the case. You think that would be their strength.
They're going to hit jump shots, that's for sure.
Al-Haddad drives in, and good block. But India don't get the ball. Mattingly fakes it, drives in again. Sheikh Ali over to Al-Haddad. Go! 3-pointer.
What a pass. What a pass to Al-Haddad from...
and that's all because of the second opportunity.
Yeah.
India's they've got the rebound. Amritpal Singh has it. Talvinder Singh, he can drill it, and he hits it, and he's got a chance for the 4-point play, the magical 4-point play.
I wonder why they want to double down on the post when Amritpal Singh has done nothing thus far. That's the rotation. Al-Haddad, he got into early foul trouble in game 1, didn't he? He had to sit him down early. That brought forward Al-Jabi, if you remember, Jeff. And the rest was history after that, because Al-Jabi
just
almost took over that game.
Wheeled and dealed.
Yeah.
A lot of fans here for Syria. You know, Syria, a neighboring country. We don't know if these Syrian fans actually reside in Lebanon because of a lot of the problems across the border. But we do know that they have been boisterous and they have come in decent numbers to support Syria. And Talvinder Singh, TJ Singh, or, you know, 3 different players scoring for India, so that's good for them. A pass over to Al-Haddad. Mattingly, pump fake. Al-Haddad. And TJ Singh was fouled that time, and that's a good call. Alosh came right behind him, and the body contact.
And you know, it's not a great foul from Alosh because he can see where TJ Singh is, so therefore you can time your jump just to get to the one side of Singh. See, look, he can see it. I guess Singh did move to the left, but it's definitely a foul.
Talvinder Singh, and Anadrai keeps it alive, but saves it in bounds, and it triggers a break, but Hafiz gets back, and now it's an opportunity for India. Anadrai on the right, it's good, and folks, I can't tell you enough how impressive this young man is. He is growing in belief.
What a great start this is. Anadrai, he's gone from 13 minutes a game to 28.
Oh, Mattingly, that's defensively. You know what, right now, India have got to knuckle down.
It's a no defense game, isn't it? Normally too easy to the hoop. They've got to have an inside presence here, India. They're very tall out there, that's for sure.
TJ puts up another.
Just wonder whether Phillip Webber's giving him the green light, Jeff.
Spin move and the turnover, and TJ Sing's got to get rid of it, and he does. Amjad Singh passes back to TJ. He's open. He's going to take it, and he's going to be short. Well, he was wide open there. And now Singh, a little bit slow getting back. India, well, it's a 4-1 break. Now Anadrai takes it right away, and it goes out to Singh. game becoming somewhat helter-skelter. Hafiz, good! And the three-point shot for India is working.
Well, they're off on a tear, aren't they? Off an absolute tear. 5-point lead. Syria now a little just settle things down a bit.
Sheikh Ali. India believe they can play with this Syria team that has been impressive at times. And Durai has it. Took one step too many. Oh, they're going to keep possession.
It's a great little pass here from 77.
I thought it was serious ball as well, but look at that.
Yeah, it's definitely off India. Well, maybe he saved it, did he? Knocked it out of bounds. Sorry, went out of bounds and knocked it in.
So Durai goes out.
What do you think of that, Jeff? He's
and Prasanna
playing really well. Fouls on the big man, Amitpal Singh. Jeff, Durai has just been an inspiration to start the game. So Webber's obviously possibly predetermined. These are your minutes you get in the first period.
So you think he's just trying to get the flow, manage the minutes?
No, well, I don't know. He's probably the best performer right now, isn't he? Offensively.
Yeah, if not the best, one of the best. And Todorovic, that's very naive defensively for India, just standing around.
That's as leaky as it gets.
Prasanna hands it off. Hafiz now. And the bump and the foul.
So Sheikh Ali, isn't it? 12.
See the Syria fans coming out in decent numbers tonight.
Here's the pivot work from Todorovic, just left Amitpal Singh for dead, really. Flat-footed in that low post, you can't be in defense. Sheikh Ali's first foul, Jeff.
Sheikh Ali takes the seat.
Yeah, he just sat down, didn't he? Oh.
So coming in is number 11, Sadir. And this time it goes over to Syria.
Just thought TJ Singh, Talwinderjit Singh, there went in and just lost his footwork. Looked like he'd take an extra step before he fumbled it.
Adley ends up leaning into it. Back to a one-point game.
Jeff, Jamil Sadir, 11 in the game for Syria. Not played in the tournament yet.
No, I thought he did play. Is it definitely his first minutes?
It's his first minutes, I think. I'm just going to double check.
And second opportunities. Hafiz. Another one. Uh-oh. Talk about inside game. How about the putback from big Amitpal Singh?
No, I'm wrong. He did play game 2. He just hasn't scored yet. 24 minutes he played. How do we miss him? Or how did I miss him?
He only played 24 minutes.
For sure, yeah.
That's a lot of games, right? Amitpal, he's got TJ Singh.
Oh.
Prasanna.
Oh, TJ's wide open here. Goodness me.
And he goes. He gets the shooter's roll. The three-point shot is falling for India.
I don't think he's seen a shot he doesn't like, Jeff.
Whenever this Syria team gets closer, India hits a three. And that means one thing and one thing only. It's time for Al-Jabi.
Yep, it's Al-Jabi time.
And Mattingly's going to take a seat.
That TJ Singh, he must be, I'm guessing, 2 of 6 from the three-point line. We haven't played 8 minutes. It's a party in here once again, Jeff.
Why guess when you can check? He's 2 of 5.
2 of 5. Somebody got a technical foul then, I think. I didn't see who it was. Did you see who it was?
Yeah, I think it was Mattingly.
Yeah.
The only reason why I said it was because he was taken out and the coach was barking at him.
Yeah. Singh is 2 of 5 from downtown.
And Satnam's first contribution is a turnover. Satnam Singh's in, the big center. played in the NBA G League, right?
Yeah, he's been with the 905 Raptors for a while.
And they call it the 905 Raptors. Why? Because it's the
area code, telephone area code, yeah.
Bala's in, number 24. We've liked him. And now Reed's in. Now Loss needs to be careful. He doesn't become too demonstrative. That's the second time he's had a foul called on him. And he's quite exuberant in his protestations. Look at this.
It's a reach.
Watch his reaction. That's 2 fouls.
Well, Bala's in favor. He's going to go straight to the free throw line for some freebies.
I mean, India must think they've got it going to heaven. They've got 21 points.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. They hit 4 threes, and they've only hit 3 twos.
They've had a 4-point play. And also 5 turnovers for the opposition has helped.
Yeah, Syria's got to be a little more focused in the way they look after this ball, I think.
Al-Haddad. Al-Jabi has it taken away. It's Hafiz, and then he has it taken away by Al-Ush. Al-Jabi decides to penetrate, hands it off, Sheikh Ali.
I just wonder what the feeling, Jeff, is that leaving Todorovic on the bench at this stage, especially with Satnam Singh on the floor, you know, you think might take more advantage, but maybe they want to bring Singh out of the...
Well, Satnam Singh did a good job of just going straight, keeping his arms up. Ooh. Thought that might be India ball.
Yeah, I agree. That might have come off Al-Jabi last of all. Let's see what this... Sorry, it was indeed India's ball.
So that's what Bala said. He was pointing to him. Anadurai comes back in to give Singh a breather.
See, this is why Anadurai would have gone out, Jeff, because now he goes into this rotation of giving Amit Singh a break. So smart coaching from Weber. I guess you'd expect nothing less, would you, really?
Penetration, drive, and Al-Haddad.
Yeah, that's a nice move. Satnam Singh just hasn't got the quickness to cope with trying to block that shot. He was there for pinning.
And the right turns, puts it up. Oh, he's money! He's money! He is scoring.
He is on point, Jeff. He is. That was a wet jump shot.
Whoosh! You heard it go through the wet net. There we go.
Wow, they're all over the place, India right now. Look at Bala go.
Bala, the 17-year-old, outside to Hafiz. El-Haddad gets on him. Now Bala's got it. Steps inside. Hafiz off the rim. And Sadir is going to be called.
Yeah, this will be a foul against Syria. Trying to. This is Anadurai's influence here, Jeff. I think Sadir has had to get a bit rough with Anadurai. He's going to go to the free throw line because he's such a potent effect on the offensive rebound. You got to love a kid of Anadurai's height and his enthusiasm around the hoop.
Nick, I got to tell you, I hope the Indians are watching this back home because they have got, you know, the foundation of some good young players.
Haven't they just?
And the more, you know, the key
You've only
is
got
the continuity.
You've only got a billion people to choose from. It's a huge population.
Nice touch.
But you got to love his effort.
We saw him sitting around last night, didn't we, in the lobby, just hanging out, waiting for the game.
I missed that. No.
All of them were there.
Where was I?
You were up in the room. Had to call you to come down for dinner. .1 seconds remain. And a stunned silence. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
You can hear a pin drop. Usually, the Syrian fans create so much noise, but the Indians' play has just been terrific. Oh, beautiful give and go. And they also commit the foul.
Outstanding. Jeff, that was just outstanding teamwork. Look at this. Al-Haddad And Sheikh says, Satnam, take that.
Look at the crowd, still nervous. Watch again. What's Satnam doing? Just a little bit too slow, right? What are you doing,
Sing
Satnam?
me a song.
Just let him go. Kind of dry. Steps out of bounds.
Oh, tough one. Tough one on the youngster. That's a fair old frame for Anadero, Jeff. In terms of basketball bodies.
Yeah. Alos. This is everything. They got to hurry now. 5 seconds. And a dry, and they're not going to get it off. 0.1 second remain. No chance.
Yeah, that might be something Syria, I think, can exploit. The inability of the Indian guards to really handle pressure. You might see some...
Oh, he should have let that go, and then India would have had... It would have gone out of bounds.
Well done, coach.
On balance, I don't think India can complain. They lead at 25-17 after one. Now take a look at the three-point shooting for Italy. India. 4 of 13.
Euro-Asia Championships here, Jefferson.
They're shooting 8 of 21 overall from the floor. Seems like the percentage is actually better than that.
Oh, you're talking about India?
Yeah, I think it's because we're not, they've struggled to score, and we thought immediately with Todorovic in there it was going to be a problem because he was finding his way to the hoop.
I think we'll see more of Todorovic come into the game. They've hit 4 2s, Jeff, and 4 3s. That's not a great balance in terms of teams, the way they play. So that may be something. I think if Syria puts some pressure up the floor without fouling, India may cough up the ball a little more than they want to. You see some threes flying.
You love these coaches, don't you? They just like eat, drink, and sleep basketball. Can you imagine Phil Weber going through a day without talking about basketball every 10 minutes? I mean,
forget Phil Weber.
Just loves
what about
it.
us?
Kurdzic. Yeah, what are we talking about? Yeah. Well, yeah, but we're at the tournament. We have to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got insertion of another youngster, Anil Kumar, for India. So Phil Weber making sure he's going deep into that rotation. Remember, he doesn't have Vishesh. So Todorovic, spins, goes up, and Amritpal Singh takes the rebound away.
Nice play from 22 Amyut Singh to come over and help because it definitely stopped Todorovic's reverse layup.
Anil Kumar, back to Singh. He gives it to Anyat Singh. Oh, beautiful give and go. He's got to finish. He's got to go back up. He's got to get it up. He does. He scores right at the buzzer.
And I love the way he threw it off the backboard to get an offensive rebound for his stats too. Great job.
He was aware, though, of the shot clock.
Yeah.
It's been that kind of game for Syria. They must be frustrated by India's ability to get some shots right at the buzzer.
It's a shame because if Al Haddad throws this at the bucket, he's going to go to the line for 2 because he's passed it. I think they're going to give end line. They are indeed.
Well, this is certainly the best start that his teams have had here of the 3 games.
Yeah.
Phil Weber's. India's had to play catch up. And, you have to think that maybe India gained confidence by the way they ended up playing against Jordan yesterday. They finished off pretty well. Al-Jabi gets it, and he was fouled by Anil Kumar.
Jeff, I'm so surprised this has not caught a hook on Al Haddad in the corner. He had his arm wrapped right around the defender. Didn't see it. Al-Jabi is fouled by Kumar?
Yeah, Anil Kumar.
Al-Jabi was 4 of 9 from the free throw line in his 25-point performance, and then 3 of 3 2 days ago against Iran.
And both free throws are good.
I'm trying to figure Al-Jabi. That's another deflected pass there from TJ Singh. Just you kind of figure Al-Jabi gets 20 tonight, Syria can win. If he doesn't, they're going to struggle.
The way India started. TJ Singh hands it off over to a wide open Amjad Singh, and he makes it sing.
Wow, that's just on point. That's a spot shooter right there. We didn't see any of this in game 1, did we? When it was Iran they were playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Different opposition possibly.
Pose more questions defensively.
Yeah.
Alosh for 3.
Look at Al-Jabi, unreal. Nail it, buddy.
He falls down looking for the foul. Singh has it. They just have to control tempo, don't they? They can't get into a running game.
India or
Singh, India.
No, you're right.
They don't have that in their repertoire.
They're much better under control.
Amritpal Singh from up high rattles out. Here comes Al-Jabi. He's going to push it himself. He gets into the lane, he hands it off, and Sheikh Ali is rejected by Amritpal Singh.
You know, Sheikh Ali's just got to go and
Anand Durai catches, and this time he doesn't score.
Don't start me off with the swap party, please. SWAT team swap.
Well, Anand Durai had wanted to foul that in. He didn't get it. Just never know in basketball, do you? We both thought Syria would be...
Well, no, Jeff, to be fair, nice play. To be fair, you were on the fence, which is fine. I was nowhere on the fence. I did not see this coming. This is absolutely outstanding. Phil Webber will be so proud of the work he's put in so far.
I just thought the way India kind of found some confidence yesterday against Jordan, they might carry that over. It doesn't mean they're going to win. But you can see they're playing with more confidence and more idea of how they want to play. And not to mention, you know, he's also discovered that Anand Durai he's a pretty good ball player. He's kind of discovered his team while he's been here, hasn't he?
Jeff, the other Singh is in the game, Rajveer Singh, number 8.
Don't do things out of your skill set. Singh, open.
Jeff, we do have 4 Singhs on the floor.
Okay, so we should call them by their first names? And Al-Jabi goes in. Oh, Al-Jabi stayed with it. Al-Jabi just knows one way. He's very direct, isn't he? He just goes straight to the basket.
Oh, yeah, and he's intense too.
Madley hasn't come back in since he had the technical called on him.
In the doghouse, I think. There he goes, Mr. Direct.
Alosh over to Sheikh Ali. And that three-pointer gets it back to a 6-point game.
Yeah, that's nice ball movement. Great stuff there from Syria.
Singh's making some nice passes out there. Step back. And it's good. Another one. This one from Rajveer Singh.
That was unexpected, Jeff. He just stepped off the bench and just drilled one.
Al-Haddad from the right corner, and now India run. And great athleticism from Anand Durai. He's going to go in. He was going for the wham, bam, jam.
They're all complaining this is a double dribble. Look there.
This would have been the play of the tournament for India if he had scored it.
Outstanding work. I don't think this. Oh, did he have his a carry, Jeff? With his hand underneath the ball, but
I don't think so.
Beautiful work.
India have transformed themselves in front of our very own eyes.
You know, Webber's kept the guards rotated around.
They really have.
He's limited the number of Singhs on the floor now by bringing him back. Young Bala.
And Durai continues. I mean, let's be honest. After the game against Iran, we left here thinking, goodness me, what are they doing here?
Yes.
India. That's how bad it was.
Yes, you're right. Cannot lie. A transformation in the space of 4 days.
I mean, Anna Durai has got 10 points now. I almost have to expect an alley-oop slam dunk from him now, after seeing that. Todorovic, that's been their best, most reliable play, and they should go through it every time.
It's funny, he goes to the same side of the block every time. He's not interested in the other side.
The 17-year-old Bala is back in. 24. A beautiful pass and the dunk.
It just gets better.
It's just
better and better.
We're stunned, folks. I mean, we can't stress enough. I mean, this India team is playing some ball tonight. They're looking good. Alosh.
And he can double this quite easily.
Alosh for three. Okay, Sheikh Ali, they set him up for a three. He nails it. You got Todorovic, who's going to work down low. He scores it. Why don't you go back to those options? Amritpal Singh. It's good.
Well, they're in trouble now. They've got to call timeout. Todorovic has been told back off Amritpal Singh, and a 15-footer in your face.
And you know, don't forget, both of these teams will be hosting World Cup qualifiers come November. So you wonder, between now and then, how much these teams might evolve, might get better. And there has to be a sense of urgency, really, you would think,
but no shot
to keep the momentum going for India. They probably have limitations in this FIBA Asia Cup. They might not make it out of tonight. You don't know. But at least they've shown something tonight.
And their first game is in this arena, Jeff, isn't it? Their first game of the World Cup qualifying is here in Lebanon.
That's a tough game.
As you're coming up here to screen,
probably.
Wiley is bringing it up.
I mean, you know, at least they'll know the gym.
Thunder, you're up. You're screening. Where are you? You're screening AJ's man. AJ, you're popping out. If he's not wide open, Amritpal, you go back and chase him on the ball. Everybody else maintains
Jeff,
space.
Phil Webber, Coach Phil Webber, he's one for the nicknames. He's just called somebody AJ. Who would that be?
Amrit I'm guessing.
Amrit Singh, yeah. I'll go with that as well. TJ is, that'll be it. Obviously, there's so many Singhs on the team, he's got to nickname them, hasn't he? AJ is Amrit.
So you've got Syria. In fact, Syria and India will play in the World Cup qualifiers too. So these two teams will know each other very well. And then you've got India going up against Jordan again, as will Syria. So these teams,
well, they're in a state of shell shock now, aren't they? That was a poor one coming out of a timeout.
You got the three of the teams that will play each other in World Cup qualifiers are actually in the same group here. So, yeah.
Zone for Syria here, Jeff.
And a Durai open. Good. He's like a machine.
They are just drilling everything right now. Everything's, you know what? You ride the wave while it's still coming into shore, because it may not be there the second half. Just accumulate points now.
Sheikh Ali. Todorovic. You'd rather have him out there. Oh, gosh.
Thought it was shut.
He's got 12 points. That's how good he's been.
Yeah. 12 out of 28.
It's Sunday, isn't it?
Somebody else needs to get going for Syria.
Bala. And he was fouled by Al-Jabi. India have gotten to the point where when their guys are catching the ball in the half-court offense
and just going up and shooting,
and they're open, you expect them to make it.
And there's no hesitation. They're in the zone. They're in the flow. Yeah.
Good read from Sheikh Ali. And Al-Jabi. Oh. And and the foul was called, so Sheikh Ali will earn a trip to the line.
Jeff, I think this bounce pass is a slow pass, and therefore it's tough.
Good call by the ref, by the way.
Yeah. Sometimes it's harder for big guys to pick bounce passes off. You pick that right in his hands and it becomes a dunk. Used to say in the old days, Jeff, if you put a bounce pass down, that was telling the receiver to shoot the shot. You put it into his hands, it was layup.
Is that back in the 40s, 50s?
Thank you. Thank you. I owe you one.
11 points is the difference.
There's a sense that Syria are going to make a run
and
here.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to start thinking about giving the name Superstar. 15 points in the first half.
Big smile on his face too.
No hesitation.
The smile gives away oh, what a pass.
Al-Jabi. Don't even think about it, Al-Jabi. Got the Giants in there, but you also got Sheikh Ali outside. And then Amnyat Singh has to be stronger, getting that rebound. Todorovic, good job keeping the pressure on. Bala. Hafiz steps in. Oh, thought he was going to try to bank it in there. Oh, good effort from Bala. Reading the pass. Ends up out of bounds.
The youthfulness, the enthusiasm of the youth of today.
17. He makes my old 17-year-old team here at the FIBA Asia Cup. Easily.
Yeah. Under 18 squad.
Well, I mean, think about the experience he's getting at this age. He's got a bright future, Bala. He's got to work. Alosh, bounce pass. Sheikh Ali. They're trying to make that defense move. No, you got to know the shooter. Why do you go out and get Alosh? He hasn't hit a shot all day.
Well, the other thing is, Jeff, they pass up shots and come up with a crazy one in the end.
Ooh. Singh.
I always say, be careful what you pass up because you may not get anything better.
Al-Jabi, good! But usually, when he gets it going, it's a good sign.
This is a good timeout from Phil Webber, head coach of the Indian team. As Al-Jabi just starts to get warmed up here. 7 for the leading scorer for this Syrian team.
If you're Syria, you got to believe you play D. Let's try to listen to Phil Webber.
You're probably going to be in the zone. We're in corner. AJ, you're right here. Amrapal, you're right here. We have Muen right here, Thunder, and we have Bala right here. Okay. Just make sure we enter it. Boom. Remember.
Hello. What we are doing in offense. What we are doing in offense is even here. If there is no one screen enough, so another one will go like this.
I mean, it's astonishing. 44 points for India in the first half. Who could have predicted that? Nice crisp passing. Amnyat Singh puts it up and nails it. That is a team playing with confidence.
They are making shots of a lifetime here. I mean, you think that's a bad shot and all of a sudden just hits the bottom of the net.
Shot clock winding down. Why are you guarding Alosh so far away from the basket? He throws it away, and now it's a fast break opportunity for Hafiz. Oh, And India hustled down, and look at that, they stay after it.
They don't even get back. Syria got 3 people back. India got 4, I think, 3 to the offensive boards. Just getting out hustled right now.
Al-Jabi misses, and Todorovic with the push. So now India will get it back. You know, and the thought occurred to me during that timeout that maybe a light might go off inside the heads of the Indian players and think, gee, maybe we've been playing over our heads, but
yeah, they're just playing out the skin. Maybe halftime might be the...
I don't know. I mean, they seem to really believe in themselves.
Well, I just wonder whether halftime might not be a good thing for them. They just need to keep playing, don't they? In the zone here.
Oh, gosh. What a play. What a play from India.
All over the place.
16 points, the biggest lead of the game. Al-Jabi drives in, over to Sheikh Ali, hand in the face, and that's how it finishes. And yes, folks, on the subcontinent, in the country of India, these men know how to play basketball. They have scored 51 points in the first half. They lead it by 16.
Well, if you look at those stats, they will not make great reading for Syria, but for India, 10 of 22 inside, 8 of 19 from the beyond the arc. And out-rebounding Syria, 15 assists to 7. They are sharing the ball around more, and without Vishesh Bruggavanshi, who's just got walked through there. And again, great numbers in terms of turnovers. These teams are very well prepared and look after the rock very well.
And Mick, why don't we just stay here for a while? Because, okay, we talk about the points of Anna Durai. He's got 15. He is 5 of 8 from the floor. But how about Amritpal Singh? He's 2 rebounds shy of a double-double. He's already got 10 points.
Already?
Amnot's got 10 points, 5 assists. He's hit 3 threes, 3 of 7. And Talvinder Singh, TJ, he's got 7 points. So there's across-the-board contributions. 5 points, 5 rebounds from Hafiz. And I don't think in our wildest imagination, especially after opening day, that we could have ever dreamed that India could score 51 points in the first half.
You just wouldn't have seen it coming, would you? And I think the fact that the 2 Singh boys, Amritpal and AJ, as he's known, I think outstanding work. I mean, to say that a double-double, 8 rebounds and 10 points by halftime by Amritpal, and you look at him, you look what he does, you think it's ungainly, it's uncoordinated. Even the one he threw off the backboard for himself, that shouldn't count, by the way, as a rebound. But he threw it off the backboard and then brought it in, caromed it in, and finished the play. Outstanding work. You know, hats off to Phil Webber for making these kids believe.
And what about Syria? You know, they've played so well in both of their first 2 games and phases of the game. They must be shell-shocked.
I don't know what Kudus going to say at halftime, but right now you need that uplift of energy. You need the team talk that says we're going to come down and dig in, and we're going to get in your faces, and we're going to play some D, and we're going to beat you. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think India will go from strength to strength here, and I wouldn't have seen it coming a million miles away. But then, that's why I'm here.
We'll let you mull over those words for the next 10 minutes before we come back. So as a reminder, it's halftime. It's India on top 51-35 over Syria. The winner stays alive in the competition. The loser, well, they go home. Well, who would have thought it? India up 51-35 over Syria at halftime. Still got a long way to go in this one, folks. You don't want to go away. Syria have a lot of fans here. They're probably a little bit surprised, but they know that their team's going to come out fighting and try to overturn this deficit. But we've seen an India team that has gone from being,
you're going to look, but you're going to come back out.
I think, how can I put it, almost inept on opening day against Iran to a team that really has an idea of what it wants to do. A team that's confident, a team that is sailing the wind. Is in its sails. Mick, I don't know if you agree with me. How long will it take Syria to overcome this deficit, if in fact they do overcome it? Can they get it back all at once, or do you think they're just going to have to chip away? Nenad Kurdzic has to be worried.
I don't think they're going to get it back all the way because the rules won't allow it. You're going to have to chip away, I think.
Chip away? Chip away, Dixieland.
Jeff, if you think about India, they put another 20-25 points, that'll get them to 76. Now you're looking at Syria has to score 40 to win. And if it gets above 76, you're looking at nearly 50 to win the game. That's not going to be easy for them, the way they play. I'm not sure I see 40 points in this team for a second half.
Second half action underway here from Beirut. It's the FIBA Asia Cup, and the Indians just keep on rolling.
Three-pointer there, Anna Durai.
Anna Durai is, we're just going to go ahead and call him a superstar for what he's been able to do tonight. He has been unreal. But they don't want to start giving away easy tap-ins, especially when Amrit Paul Singh has good position.
Yeah, Michael Madley didn't take the best of shots either, but Todorovic bailed him out. This is probably a...
Hafiz.
I was going to say, it's probably the best.
Madley pushes off, so they will keep the ball.
I was about to say, Jeff, it's probably the best defense that Syria can be in. But, half of me says they were so bad in the end of the first half in the zone, they might as well just come out and play man-to-man.
Get it inside, and Durai, and that was on the way down. Surely, they're on the ground. I thought that might have been goal interference, but you got to appreciate how Syria went up. Look at that. Phil Weber says that was a goaltending. That was goal interference. But, these referees have a tough job sometimes.
Third foul on Todorovic. I didn't see that at all, but referees were right on top of that.
Watch this again. See if you think this is goaltending. Yeah, that was on the way down. Syria, get it back to Madley. Madley puts it up, and
how quick was that? Down the floor, Al-Jabi to Madley. Madley rose up. Look at this. It's a poor defense from 77. Hafiz. Muitbek Hafiz.
So let's get it back to 14. If he makes it, and he doesn't. And that kind of night. Amrit Singh goes up, and Madley now quickly for the wing, and they're gonna go down, and Phil Weber's gonna call timeout. He sees this Syria team. They figured out if they push it quickly, they're going to get some opportunities, especially with Madley involved.
Nice job from Al-Jabi to just catch and look up. Well, Madley's been involved every play so far in this second half. See what Coach Weber's got to say.
We told you that they were going to second half team, so we have to mentally be ready. Fellas, we can get a wide open shot. We got to shoot it with confidence every single time. TJ, we enter the ball, penetrate, get it right here. AJ in the corner, Nguyen right here, pass. dribble it out, Arvin. You don't have to shoot it every time. If you're open, shoot it. But then drive, pass, and attack. We've got
Please have pressuring ball. That pass can be cut. In that case, we can reach.
Jeff, there's words that Weber put in there. Shoot with confidence.
Yeah.
But when you put that in a player's mind, does it have an adverse effect, I wonder? Oh, how can you shoot? Am I shooting without confidence? It's, you know, you can second guess yourself. I mean, only time will tell from here on in. And I love the comment down there, you don't have to shoot it every time, but if you're open.
Yes.
But he was just catch and shoot. And in some ways, that's how they got this lead, was just unconscious catch and shoot.
Yeah, I think more importantly than offense is the defense is worryingly when they get that far ahead on a fast break. We saw them do it against Jordan. Well, he's going to shoot it with confidence. He's not going to make it.
Jeff, that was exactly what Phil Weber would not have wanted.
And the follow-up.
Oh, wow. They're in a bit of momentum downspin here.
They're in a palava.
Yeah. Look at this. Al-Jabi putting the pressure on this defense.
And Rick Paul saying, nobody under the boards.
India need to find some easy buckets, Jeff. And if Syria look after this rock and just take their time, they'll be back in this in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, no look pass and the block. And 2 shots coming for Todorovic.
Jeff, Todorovic can't believe he's got up so weak with this. What a pass from Mattingly.
Looked like a good block.
Yeah. I think you have a case, Jeff. We haven't seen a game yet where 2 teams have come together with a good following of fans each, have we? So
no, but we did have earlier the Philippines were here when then
the Chinese were here, weren't they?
Yeah, the Chinese. Yeah.
But they weren't necessarily playing each other. Yeah, they're coming in one after another.
16 points, 11 rebounds for Todorovic.
For instance, if Syria played the Philippines, that would be a nice little event. It would be a packed house.
Certainly a packed lower bowl. Philippines plays anybody. Should be sold out.
Yeah. Oh, Madley's wide open. He's screaming for it.
Al-Haddad, he's going to penetrate and get it to Todorovic. Al-Jabi over to Sheikh Ali. And Sheikh Ali trails the 3. And here comes Syria. Now just a 7-point deficit.
Now, Phil Weber knows he's got 2 timeouts left. Here's the replay. Great ball movement. Sheikh Omar Ali. We're missing some live play with this replays, Jeff. It's a shame, but Jeff, you're going to sell timeouts for Phil Weber.
And Amyat Singh takes a big jump shot.
Phil Weber want to get to the end of this quarter without having to call that second timeout, I think. That's my feeling.
Phil Weber telling his coaching staff, don't get overexcited here. Stay on the seat.
Too easy.
Yeah, this is where
way too easy.
This is where they're suffering. It's at that end.
Yeah.
Nice comeback by the Syrians. Finally, their fans getting a chance to stand up and cheer. Singh.
And it's a bit too quick with the shooting too.
Oh, Singh's not moving his feet on defense at all. That was TJ.
Yeah, they're getting beaten way too easy, that guard position. They need to be patient with the ball. Take the sting out of this one.
Amyat Singh. Al-Haddad gets it to Sheikh Ali. He goes baseline. And Mattingly misses, and so does Todorovic with the putback. Oh, telegraph. And fortunately for India, the pass was so high that Mattingly couldn't reach it, because otherwise he was off to the races. Or Al-Jabi.
Only his second foul, so it's not too bad. And now first sign of Al-Hamwi here.
Well, Al-Hamwi comes in, yeah. Didn't see him in the first half.
He has an effect of changing games in terms of momentum as well.
We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly from him.
Al-Osh might be a nice little change for Syria as well.
Oh, nice penetration and move from Amnya. Up to a 9-point game.
Yeah, maybe they weathered the storm slightly here.
This is where they've got to be good. They've got to be good on this end. Well, Sheikh Ali open. Can't give away those. They live to tell the tale. Now a chance. Floor opens up. Amnya. Bounce pass. Nice. Bala. Amrit Paul Singh. Nobody there for the rebound. A chance to run. That's not what they need. And Singh actually got back and almost blocked it.
And that's the problem, Jeff, isn't it? The Syrian guards are just leaking out. Any defensive rebound goes straight down the other end. They got nothing to lose, mind you.
Bala's back in. Hafiz short.
Look at this, see? Straight down.
It's the same thing. He's going to have to call the timeout. 5-point game, and Syria are releasing and fast breaking and getting the easiest baskets you can imagine.
And as Hafiz says, Jeff, if you get the ball inside a zone, you make the guards come down beneath the foul line to help out. If you just keep it on the perimeter, shoot threes, then you're giving the guards a chance to leak out beyond your defensive transition backwards.
There's no defense. If we're not sprinting back, hey, if we're not sprinting back, we're in trouble. No, they're playing a zone. We're getting a good shot every time. All we have to do is make sure we attack the gaps. We're in corner. Please, come on. So we have right here, I don't care who it is. AJ, you're right there. We have a wing. 2, 3, one coming here. Okay.
Well, he emphasized, Jeff, you got to sprint back, but it's a little more than that. If the Syrian guards are breaking out, leaking out early on the, I mean, they're just gambling a little bit, but they're giving up that foul line offensive rebound. Everyone, they get a lot of space in the foul line, but they're getting out early. Therefore, the outlet pass gets out beyond their guards retreating. I mean, Syria have just, I'm guessing, fast break points. We look at the stats, they're probably on a tear right now. Fast break points 10-2 in favor of Syria. I thought it'd be a bit more than that.
Bala's going to put one up from 3.
Tough shot from the youngster.
Back to an 8-point game. Al-Haddad and from India. He kind of got into no man's land there.
Yeah, I think Al-Haddad needed somebody in the corner. That's usually a pass that's going.
Good play from Anyat, and then Hafiz.
Wide open too. Amrit Paul was wide open with the extra pass and he misdirected behind the back pass. Well, he'd be a coach.
They gotta get the rebound out. Gets it. How about that? Almost straight off the bench.
Yes, if that's all he does in his timeout in terms of giving Todorovic a break, that is enough.
And a Durai comes in for Amyat.
Got a great shooting touch, hasn't he? Very soft.
No doubt. We saw him come out for warm-up tonight. Lost one from just inside half court. And three-pointer. Shot with confidence from Hafiz. Oh, good play from Anna Durai. Now a chance for the Indians to run. No, they're going to slow it up. Hafiz. Oh, look at this. Open. And they leak out. And another layup.
Jeff, quick three-pointer. And straight away points down the other end. They've just got to be a little more patient.
Anna Durai on the baseline. And they had El Jabi. They got two down. Jump shot. And Anna Durai takes it now. And they're not going to rush it, even though they could have potentially had numbers there. El Jabi kind of jogging up the court. And that time, Al Hamwi affected Anna Durai. Oh. Well, they stay after it. Al-Haddadi was a little bit of... Al-Haddad was out of control a little bit. Thought he might get a charge.
I don't think it's going to be long before this game's going to be tied up. Syria just got a bit between their teeth. They just cannot finish.
Bala hands it off. Shot clock winding down. Oh. Paul Singh didn't go for the rebound that time. And Al Jabi, Al Hamwa comes in, but he loses it. And now, will Bala take it all the way? Yes, he does, and he scores.
And points to the fans behind the
bench. Look at Phil Weber, he was like, no, no, no. Okay, you did it.
Oh, this is the best game of the day.
Matador defense, but they get away with it. Look at that. India with a chance, and they're not going to be in a rush, are they?
Saw a savvy play from Bala. Bring it out, run the clock. Syria look exhausted.
Well, they've been releasing. Oh, nice play from India. And Amrapal will go to the line.
Al-Hamwi playing to the crowd. It's definite foul. I don't know what he's arguing about.
That's a break. Alosh coming back in for Al Jabi. Needs to sit down and catch his breath. Todorovic is going to come back in. Al-Hamwi's going to come out. He's not going to like coming out, is he?
Oh, I like the way he sprints off, Jeff. All for the team. Yeah.
Todorovic has 19 points. He's had a massive game. And a Durai 18. And Singh gets that first one to fall, so it's back up to 9 points, the Indian advantage. Gonna hold it for one?
Yeah, got to, ain't you? Gotta play the numbers here.
Don't want to foul India. Well, they've got one to give, actually. And they should have fouled.
Nice play. Todorovic 21, Jeff.
Yep. You reckon they should have used a foul there?
At the end of the
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So 8 points, the deficit. India just trying to keep on top of it. Syria showing that great fighting spirit. 10 minutes remaining.
There is no penetration. Everything is in pass. So when he
Stats for the game. What a great game it's been. I mean, you cannot argue in terms of the high drama we've seen today. If only for the element of surprise this game has offered us, with the Indian team just playing out of their skin to their full potential, quite definitely. And now Syria just found the intensity level they want to get back in the game. They found the easy ways to score on the break, that's for sure, getting out early and getting runners down the floor. Scorers, Jeff, we've got Al-Jabi 13, Sheikh Omar Ali 10, Todorovic 21, Manley 8. And then for India, it's a whole host of players. If I can read it properly. At the top there, Anadurai 18, Amyot Singh 14, Amritpal Singh 12, and even Hafiz down the bottom 8, and Talwinder Singh 7. He had 2 threes early on. The scene is set. The winner stays, the loser goes home.
Fourth quarter action now in swing.
India gone to the zone from the start of this.
Mattingly gets inside and scores with the left hand.
Wow, he's been inspirational tonight, hasn't he, Mattingly? Double figures now.
Anadurai gets it. He passes it to Singh, but just out of his reach. Couldn't quite hold on to it.
That was 2 went begging there, Jeff, and had to be held on to.
Ali. Bounce pass to Todorovic, and they knocked it away out of his hands. Sheikh Ali for 3.
Oh, Todorovic, Jeff.
Extra effort, knocks it out. And then Mattingly draws the foul.
Todorovic has thrown himself on the floor to tip it back to a teammate, Alosh. And then he's got another tip on an offensive rebound to get back to a teammate a second time. You tell me the Montenegrin wants to win this one. Well, the naturalized Syrian from Montenegro. Todorovic and Amyot Singh down there having a little bit of a pushing battle.
The air ball. PJ Singh. Alosh. Oh, great move. Couldn't finish. Anadurai has it knocked out of his hands by Alosh, and they've got numbers again. Oh, and then Alosh just lost it as he got close. So India dodged another bullet.
I think they're doing the right thing, Syria. There's no point waiting for the setup. They've got to go quickly.
Look at that. Singh had the ball in his hands.
I mean, how many times? That's probably the 3rd time there's been a mishandle from the Indian team.
Anadurai.
That can't be a good shot.
Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? They were hitting those shots in the first half.
Yeah.
That's what allowed them.
Yeah.
You had that freedom. So Syria.
I just think fourth quarter you got to get down and dirty, get to the free throw line. And Durai's going to come out, Jeff, possibly for the shot he took.
Might. Sheikh Ali, pump, fakes, get in, misses, gets it back, and India going to come up with it.
Out of these two teams right now, Syria's playing the best basketball, but India have the lead.
But their biggest lead was 19. Right now it's just 4 points. Hafiz. Talvinder Singh, he's going to take it. He's going to make it.
I tell you, the tempo they played that offense with was perfect. Composed, took their time and came up with exactly what they wanted. It's the third team foul against India. That's good work there from Al-Jabi to put pressure, just draw this out of a possibly tiring squad from India. Prasanna's foul.
Al-Jabi, who's been resting, as he got the burst back. Alosh, I think you have to give it to him, but he's going to hit it. Well, you got to pick your poison, and it's his first three of the game. He'd missed his first two.
Al-Jabi just sucked the whole Indian defense in. Alosh, what? Look at how slow they're playing, Jeff. It's a real playing not to lose. Some might say that.
Well, you know, they did this last time down, and they did the right thing. Here's Hafiz. And Todorovic with a board. Al-Haddad. And Al-Jabi drives in, scores. What a gritty move.
What a play.
They have cut it to 2 points.
Here we go again. I think they've got to get the ball inside.
And Al-Haddad steals it. And there's only white shirts up ahead. Tiger.
And Weber can't call timeout. He's only got one left.
Syria making the game crazy. Singh goes up and draws the foul from Todorovic. Well, you said it. They got to get it inside. They do.
It's a good call. I don't think Todorovic needs to go anywhere near. His left arm goes at a diagonal. And Amrit Paul catches it on the way up. Look at this. Mayhem. Weber just can't believe this. The two that tied it.
Syria do not want to go home, even though it's not that far. India, they can hang around if they want to watch. India, on the other hand, they don't want to go home. They realize, they know they've led by 19.
No, he's got here. No, he's got here, hasn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
He's gone too early.
India had 51 points in the first half. Well, if there were ever a time to make some free throws for India, this is it. But can they stop that fast break?
There's a substitution going on here that we're saying maybe is illegal, Jeff.
Not what Amrit Paul Singh needs as he takes his free throws.
Yeah, I think Alosh
he's got a blood or something on him.
No, I think it just came at the wrong time. I don't think I'm not sure why, because the free throw it happened before the free throw. So
I thought Alosh was already in the game. He gets it to go. Now they're going to let Alosh come in.
I don't understand that.
Really, I guess he missed it.
Well, I thought all substitutions happened before the free throws. Otherwise, you'd be able to set your defense up every time the substitution happened after free throw.
Now the referee's saying it's my mistake. He has to stay in the game.
That's better. because, yeah, he should have. I think they had it right to begin with. Now you can't go back and change the mistake, unfortunately. Bizarre.
It's getting comical. Look at the referees like, come on, stay back. It's just too easy for Syria. They are attacking, and India just have no answers defensively.
That is just crazy. Crazy how easy that was.
Now is this the moment when Syria take the lead? Al-Haddad. They didn't force it.
Wow, they had layups too, Jeff. Numbers, layups.
And they're just not missing.
Madley saying the ball is wet to the referee.
Syria have taken the lead. Incredibly. Down 19. They have battled back.
Muin Beck, Hafiz comes out. Rajveer Singh, number 8, comes in. He had a big 3 in the first half. A lot of nerves showing on this Indian squad right now. Got to get that ball to the high post.
Oh, Singh's going to take it.
Oh. How unfortunate was that? That was in, out.
Well, right now they can't stop Syria. The Syrians attacking time and time again. Look at this. Good shot after good shot. A Dribi this time. Oh.
See, the Syria aren't running much, are they? They're just penetrating.
Yeah, I mean.
Head down penetration.
Wide open. Go!
Wow, this is setting off now. India in real trouble if they're not careful. They'll take their time.
They're going to take the 3.
Got to be a little more patient than that for such a big shot.
They're just getting him too many chances, and he should have made that one, actually. May have a twist in the tail, you never know.
Yeah.
And Paul Singh from the corner.
Jeff, how quick are they to shoot that shot? I guess in some ways you don't turn the ball over if you get a shot every time.
But it's one shot and out, and here's Al-Haddad. Oh, steps in and the miss, and now a chance.
I think TJ, I was going to say, I think he's to slow it down, but
those threes were falling, and now they're not. They're getting front and back of the rim and staying out.
And they're good looks because they're in front and back. You're right. They're good shots.
Hadley. Sheikh Ali. And that was Singh, Paul Singh, not able. He was boxing out, using his body, but he didn't grab the ball. 6 points to lead. India in real trouble. They get it to Singh, and he was fouled. Unfortunate that he wasn't able to dunk it, because he would have been going to the line for a 3-point play.
Jeff, is that the first time they've hit Amyot Singh in that high post for a very, very long time? You've got to get it inside. It's just simple against the zone. It makes your shooters, it gives them more space and time. Well, the big man's got to prove it from the free throw line now. He was 2 for 2 last trip.
I think he's made all 4, hasn't he?
For the night.
Or more? Just 2 of 2?
I'm going to tell you right now.
I think it's 4-4 now. Oh. Wow.
Yes, he is.
The basketball gods smiled on him there. It went way up and came down through the hoop. This is that one. Al-Haddad now on the baseline, and Acerbi hits it. Their biggest lead of the game is 7 points.
Yeah, Jeff, everything that India made in the first half, well now Syria making those exact same shots. Look, stuck in the corner again. There you go, get it inside.
Oh, tough shot.
Yeah, well, they got the right. There's a walk.
Anadharai is going to come in. Now, he had 15 points at halftime.
And you know, Jeff, he sat down
now
because of that ill-advised three in the corner, and then he becomes the forgotten man on the bench.
Yeah.
One of your top athletes. Balor's in the game too. I'm not sure what Balor's trying to do out there.
Maybe get something, a steal, get in transition. Todorovic. Oh, they get an easy one. Oh, missed it. And look at that. Bala hustled down and got the tap.
Well, the Indians leaking out for quick, fast break points there. India need one stop here.
Good stop. Todorovic has been an animal tonight. 23 points.
They've yet to take a timeout, Syria, so if the ball goes in the bucket here, you might see a timeout.
Anadharai. You live by the three, you die by the three. Give and go. And the follow. Well, it's a tough lesson to learn for India, but I'm guessing they're going to have quite a few lessons to learn from this.
Yeah.
First of all, you look back and the way Syria were able to leak out and get easy fast break baskets, they just ate right into that huge lead that India had. And that just can't happen.
Jeff, you think the score at halftime, they had 51 on the board?
Yeah, they got 25 now.
They got 25 now. We did talk about 76 being a big number for Syria, but they've got it with ease. They've just cruised. What is it? They put a 50-point second half together.
Yeah.
Try to get it right there.
Unbelievable.
You keep going.
There was no sign of this in the first half for Syria.
We've got a trap. If we don't get a trap,
what would you say? Would you say it's schoolboy errors by India that's allowed Syria to come back to where they've been able to get out and break?
Okay, so, yeah, I agree. But there's been 3 shots that India have taken from the three-point line that hit both sides of the rim, look good, online, they've not gone in. The problem is they haven't got an offensive rebounder of any note to go and get some dirty stuff in and get some putbacks. I don't think they've attacked the zone very well. That high post is always a great option for me against any zone.
Well, what a great, you just have to tip your hat to Syria. They were in trouble.
I'm not saying I don't like that. Look at your teammates saying, what are you doing? Oh, what's going on here? I'm not saying looks like he's trying to foul before the ball's inbounded. That might be...
Well, he's upset. They've had a 19-point lead just vanish. Oh. Offsetting fouls.
Yep, double fouls. Back where we were, back at the end line.
Red mist. We saw Syria come back. They were down. They came back against Jordan. They almost beat them, but they just ran out of steam at the end, didn't they?
It's funny because
just good enough.
Coach Webber talked about them being I warned you they were a second half team. And so he had it in his coaching notes. This team was going to be stronger in the second half than the first. And boy, he got it right. Absolutely got it spot on, because this team came out. They got how many fans they got? They must have 300 fans up there, so you don't want to play badly the whole game in front of 300 home fans. But they've come out and done themselves proud. They'll be back to fight another day. Jeff, I think they play China next. That was my thinking. That's going to be Chinese brought a nice little crowd today.
Yeah, that'll be good. China should win it, but depends how badly they want it.
Yeah.
Almost didn't win today. And
that's sweet.
Three-point play opportunity.
That is sweet. Left hand, little catch with one side of your body, and then extend and finger off. What's this? Nice pass from Bauer. Gets that. Look at that, Jeff. That's tough.
I know they're not gonna. It's going to be difficult to look at it like this, but they need to look back at the positives of what they were able to do early. Oh, they get it back. Take the three. Hafiz, and this is everything. They get it back again. But what a great night for Syrian basketball. Never gave up. And a Durai. They just went to halftime. They regrouped. They figured out how they wanted to play, and now an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Anna Durai.
That's tough. Al-Haddad took one across the top of his head, I think. Let's have a look. Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, Anna Durai should go over and help him up. It's difficult to do when you're in their situation, obviously. They've got to play games like this, don't they?
Yeah.
The experience.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You got to feel the hurt of losing games you should have won. It drives you forward. It makes you get up the next day and want to work to make yourself better. Every day, Jeff. Every day you wake up. Can I be a better person than I was the day before?
Better person, better player.
Yep. Yeah, what a classic. What a classic encounter that was. Had everything. And we will see this Indian team another day, I'm sure, and then we'll see them in a more successful ending to one of their games. Only could manage 39% inside the arc. 12 threes was enough to keep them in contention for most of the game. And eventually the Syrians, 52-43, pounded on the boards, and 22 assists, and yeah, that was a mismatch at halftime. And again, turnovers outstanding for both teams. Look at the scenes here, the many Syrians that have turned up to support their country. Todorovic led in points and rebounds. Al-Haddad had his 9 assists. Anadurai 20, Amriyat Singh 13 rebounds, and Sheikh Ali in steals, blocks and turnovers for Syria. Leading scorers, Todorovic 23, Medellin 18, Al-Javi 18. We talked about him getting to 20. And Dore, Amriyat Singh 17, and Amriyat Gill, top scorers for India. Well, we're going to see these scenes later in the week as Syria march on. 2 days' time, I think it is, Jeff, isn't it? They'll go into the play-in for the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's going to be a big time for this nation. Obviously, a lot of problems in Syria that everybody's aware of, and for their national team to come out and provide this type of performance.
Oh, it's a great story, isn't it?
So all you can do is tip your hat to them. And you know, what can you say about India? You know, there's a little bit. You know, it's they've got to work hard. They had a dream first half. They could not have drawn up a better first half than what they had, and that probably makes it all the more difficult to stomach.
Oh, there'll be some players and even Coach Webber and his coaching staff that will go and back to the hotel tonight, and they'll be lying on the bed trying to get to sleep, and they'll go through every play that didn't go right for them, and they'll think if only.
Absolutely. So they'll go back and look, you know, and I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that they'll go back and they'll talk about how they did not get back and how they were kind of overrun on the break and what they could have done differently. You would hope so anyway.
Yeah.